Om Shanti. Now ignite the fire of love and make your yoga volcanic. Devils being burnt with a volcanic form. Now become volcanic and burn everything. Your devilish sanskars and devilish nature. In the memorial of the goddesses, they have shown the devils being burnt with a volcanic form. These devils were not any persons, but devilish powers that were destroyed. That is a memorial of the stage of your volcanic form at the present time. Now, ignite such a fire of yoga that all of the Iron-Aged world is burnt away. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 17. Now ignite the fire of love and make your yoga volcanic. Today's topic, devils being burnt with a volcanic form. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone okay? We find that in India, as we are in Bharat now, there are many, many souls who are connected with Avyakti Parivar. I didn't know there are so many. They quietly listen, take full benefit, and enjoy being part of the family. Because we all are one family now. And we meet every day. So those who want to feel that we are one family, we are together, such souls not only join, but they like to participate and be cooperative in whatever way it is necessary. So it is so beautiful. It's a very collective effort. First, someone has to make so much efforts to find these Avyakti signal. And I am so happy to know that many of you look for that Murli. You read that Murli before you listen to a Vyakti signal. So then you have like whole background of why Baba saying it, what's the benefit. I like it and I would love to do it. Yeah, maybe I will make effort and get the Murli, read it and see what's the benefit. There is very famous stories about goddesses destroying the devils, right? Different kind of devils. Mm. Even for Sita, they say that even whatever she went through, but that became the cause of Ravan's defeat. This is what his wife said. Just for a woman, you lost your whole kingdom. Mm. So Baba is saying that your Jwala, flame of yoga, should be so powerful that it can destroy not only your devilish nature or any kind of nature under the influence of five vices. I can revise the names of five vices. I think everyone knows: lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego. Everyone is powerful. And once Baba had said, they are like also one family. So when they attack, they attack. And sometimes they attack together. So we have to be very attentive that desires shouldn't deceive us, because lust is desires. Anger sometimes really blinds you and you become very stubborn, very destructive, full of devilish qualities. Same is greed. When there is attack of any vice, your intellect is completely shut down. And you do the things under that influence of sanskar. It is so harmful, sometimes very dangerous, but still the intoxication of that vice doesn't make sense for the good things, right? So Baba is saying that devils are being burned with the volcanic form. Now become volcanic and burn everything, your devilish sanskars and also your devilish nature. In the memorial of the goddesses, mm, you must have seen lot of pictures of goddesses. They have shown the devils being burned with a volcanic form. Mm. So Baba is asking us to emerge the volcanic form. Devils were not any humans, but devilish, Baba says, mm, shows that they show those kind of power, devilish powers that were destroyed. That is a memorial of the stage of your volcanic form of the present time. Now ignite such mm, yoga fire. So Baba says, such a fire of yoga that all of the iron aged world is burnt away. They are doing it right very often, especially these days. Whenever people are angry, when they demonstrate, they just burn. Mm. We recently saw, even in some countries, that how they burn the cars, burn buildings. Lot of destruction happens. So it's such a contrast. Baba teaches us to have flame of yoga, and they use element of flame, fire, and fire flooding other natural calamities, everything can destroy. They are, when I think of elements, have lot of respect because they help us to sustain our life, water, air, fire, and then farming all our grains, fruits, vegetables, all that comes from nature, right? So just imagine that nature elements are sustaining us. but then there are calamities, right? So our nature should be uh, you sustain, you produce, but it should not be devilish at all, right? So we will reflect, practice, keep to our promise that Baba, we will become free from all the vices. So keep that commitment. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Didi, good morning.
Hello, Shrin Ben. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Good. I was thinking about what you were saying about anger and the vices. Sometimes I feel that anger, when someone is really angry, like they lose so much of their sense.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you agree? Like it just feels like such a thing. But I was also remembering, based on what you were sharing in the Hindi portion today, what Baba said in the Murli, in Sunday's Murli, where Baba was talking about if you feel mine, then you will have more remembrance. And so I was thinking first, it was interesting because Baba used the word mine um, differently, not negatively, but positively. And so, what has been your experience about Baba's treasures being your treasures and how it helped you to have more remembrance?
Mm. You know, I always, even before coming to Gyan, I always felt very close relationship with Baba in the sense of I believed in God, and also then I believed that that godliness, that divinity is within me, being God's child. So it was very easy for me to take on the divine virtues and purity, love for everyone, because I always said I'm like my father, or I must be, and I should be like my father. So I think that feeling is always there. And because of that, it becomes easy, right, to bring
Right,
transformation. And it's for true that there's such an intoxication of vices, right, that people completely get blinded. Whether it is anger or lust or any vice, no vice is less than other one. Every vice has its own power. In the same way, then when we become viceless, there is purity, there is love, there is so much power in that also, or should be, so that it can destroy the vices, right?
right. So I was thinking about easy yoga. I was looking at you yesterday. You were giving the Rishti, and I felt last night, I felt yesterday morning for you, I felt you were in such deep yoga, like there was easy yoga. So give us tips on how to have such easy yoga.
I think that sometimes we think yoga is concentration, connection, the words which we use, and sometimes say, oh, I didn't feel connected. But recently, and very often, Baba has been saying that it's remembrance. Don't even use word yoga. It's Baba's remembrance and love for Baba. The way kind of life Baba has given us, the way he's sustaining us, looking at all these things. There's so much love for Baba. And that is yoga. That love is remembrance. And remembrance is yoga. So I think first somewhere deeply uh, think of love for Baba. We all love Baba. And then we remember Baba. I don't
Hmm.
know the way we look at our chart also. I think if we naturally see, there is remembrance of Baba, right? So it's easy. Hmm. Like we think of each other. We don't have to make effort, right?
For you,
It's
maybe, Didi.
natural and it's there in conscious mind or subconscious mind. But remembrance and love is always there, right? Mm.
Right. I mean, working towards it slowly.
Yeah.
Um, I was thinking about maybe that is your reality now. But then the question arises, you've been with Baba nearly 70 years. Do you think we have to wait? How long do we have to wait before we come into this easy yoga like you are explaining?
No, I think see energy, enthusiasm, love for service, everything is part of love for Baba, right? And sacrifice, renunciation, all that is love for Baba. And in other words, you are a yogi soul, no? Your life is for cooperation, for Baba's task. What is that? No. So we should not say we are not close. I
Mm,
think
okay,
very
that's shouldn't be our thought. Okay.
right. Yeah, you are very close to Baba. Only what is little bit sometimes attention or
Hmm.
sometimes body consciousness emerges. But actually there is that closeness. You are a yogi soul and day and night there is remembrance. If there was no remembrance, then I don't think you will do what you are doing, right?
Right,
Mm.
right. Another thing that Baba said in Sunday's Murli was about becoming a master bestower of liberation. And what does that mean? We'll wait for Didi to come back. One of the things I was thinking about looking at Didi, which I can ask the next question, Didi, but first one is master bestower of liberation.
What you would interpret. Mm.
In day-to-day life, right? Day-to-day life, I was especially thinking of what Baba said about solutions, and that was going to be my next question, that we need to find solutions. And so, sometimes not only I need to find solutions, but I need to help others find solutions. That would be, I feel.
Mm. I think that one of the important thing is the whole bondage and influence and sufferings of body consciousness. No? So the first is more and more practice soul consciousness. And when there is soul consciousness, it's kind of you are free. But there is only one method, that is remembrance of Baba, right?
Yeah, only one method. Absolutely right. One method. One method, one strength, one support. While we are waiting for Didi, one of the things that Baba was talking about in Sunday's Murli was this whole idea of memories. He was saying that they are memories, that awareness and memories, and how when we have a certain awareness, certain memories, then the power also emerges from that. And so I'm really liking what Didi is saying about don't think that you are not a yogi or you're not a easy yogi, or because then you're creating that memory.
There are some very subtly there is tension and subtle set fear. Not only that, but I don't have good yoga. I don't think I have good yoga. And I have some souls, they really, I don't know, they never could be in that contentment or feeling that, yes, I am a yogi soul. I have yoga with Baba. Because few little weaknesses, or sometimes they are not in remembrance, that stays with them more than as much they remain in remembrance. Because in our chart, we kind of look for our weaknesses. And one we find is that I am not in Baba's remembrance. But then also listening to Baba all the time, be in remembrance, be in remembrance. So we look for some kind of that, oh, I have constant remembrance. But our Didi used to say, even when you keep saying Baba said this in the morning, that's part of remembrance.
Mm,
Even when even just for any reason, you are using word Baba, thinking, that's part of yoga, no?
right, right.
So she used to make us feel that we have yoga with one, no? So, but some souls, I don't know, they take really hard on themselves. So,
Mm,
the joy of confluence age and celebrating with Baba, that is less. It's only efforts, right?
You're right, Didi. We need to
And
not
I
forget
feel that,
the joy of the confluence age. Yeah.
and just meeting Baba, thinking of Baba, playing with Baba, dancing with Baba, in a very loveful way as a child with Baba. Just make life very simple, easy, and enjoyable also, right?
Right, right. One last question, Didi. So I feel you're a bestower of blessings, right? An image of blessings. I'm not just praising you. I'm asking you this question so we can become. How do we become images of blessings?
You know, when you have elevated thought, love for the souls, and then you kind of appreciate and could see not only specialities, but you are Baba's instrument. And, like from heart, there is so much love for everyone. And what comes out in love is the blessing.
Mm,
What you're doing, you are so great. Continue to do it. So that becomes like a blessing for the soul.
mm-hmm,
Right. So it is the love for the souls, looking at their speciality, and especially being God's child, God's instrument. So what emerges is just elevated thoughts for them. And those elevated thoughts become blessings. Very
right.
simple.
Very simple. Very simple.
You are
Um,
also image, who bestows blessings in inspiring people to do things or whatever way. That's all blessings. No.
mm-hmm. Right, right. Absolutely. It is blessings.
Mhm.
And how do we feel that um, this one last question? How do we feel this whole idea of instrument? Like, because some people feel, oh, I'm not Baba's instrument, but we are all Baba's instruments, right? Every Baba's child is Baba's instrument. Like, what is the difference
I
between?
think that what is attention is needed, what qualities I need as Baba's instrument, you know. So if that awareness is there, that I should be royal, I should be free from desires, I should be, some of the qualities, being God's child, I should have that trust, I should have that love, all these. So more that those are experienced, more you feel God's instrument. Otherwise, we compare that, look, other is able to do this service. What about me? Am I not the instrument of God? But everyone is, but you have to be qualified now, little bit. Little bit means He will give us lot. But Baba says one step at least of courage will bring all the help from God now.
Right.
So
Thank you, Didi.
everyone, self-trust is very important. Whatever Baba says for each one of us, we should believe it and then be that. Yeah, right. So everyone is God's instrument.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, Didi.
Okay, Shri. Okay. Om
Shanti.
Shri. Mhm.